Glen. Glenjamin.
Hey, Michael.
Have you ever cried during a movie?
I'm a grown man. Think I cry during a movie? Yeah, I cried during a movie. Come on. Well, listen, I'll tell you one movie I distinctly, clearly remember. It's the scene from I Am Legend, and I think we all know the scene, really, where Will Smith has to kill his dog Sam. I was with my mother when I saw that movie in theaters, and I think we were both just sitting there, just crying. It was that.
I have a confession to make. I did not cry during that scene.
Well,
Now,
that's our humor.
not because I didn't try. What do you consider crying during a movie?
It's like tearing up, like you feel like you just lost
See,
that dog. You're like, oh my god.
See, my dad is a big softie and has cried during pretty much any movie that has a sad scene in it. So to me, crying during a movie is like bawling your eyes out, sniffles and all that stuff.
To me, it's like you're tearing up,
Okay,
and then like
so
a tear like comes down. You're like, God damn it!
See,
it broke me.
I have only shed 2 tears between all the movies I've watched.
Was one tear each for 2 movies, or was it like?
It was 2 movies. 2 movies, 1 tear.
Half tear.
2 movies, 1 tear. When I was a kid, everyone was talking about, oh, I cried during that movie. I cried during that movie. I had never cried during a movie. I don't know why. I might be a sociopath, or
I don't even think you're from this world.
Something's wrong with me. There's no doubt about that.
It's clear.
So I kept trying to cry. And it wasn't until I saw, I think it's Wish You Were Here, that Zach Braff movie, came out 2014, I believe. That was the first movie I shed a single tear to. And then the other one, Inside Out. Can you guess which scene?
Was it the... Should I spoil it? Or...
Just say the character's name.
Bing Bong.
Bing Bong.
Go save Riley! Take her to the moon for me, okay?
It wasn't the first time. The first time I did not shed a tear. It was the second time that I watched it that a tear finally broke through my tear duct and rolled down my cheek. And I haven't cried in a movie ever since. I think I don't have a heart.
Well, clearly we figured that part out. But for me, there was a huge impact in Inside Out. They took a huge step with that scene in a kid's movie for me. I thought that was huge.
Have you seen Up?
I have seen Up, and that's where I was going next.
I didn't cry during Up. My
I want
dad.
to say we can only go up from here.
My dad was a hot mess during the first 10 minutes of Up.
10 minutes. Everybody was a hot mess, man.
Yeah.
Except for you.
I'm a heartless bastard. No. Yeah.
Schindler's List.
I haven't seen Schindler's List.
All right.
And is it safe to say if I don't cry during that, there's no hope for me?
There's just one scene at the end of the movie where Liam Neeson's just like he could have done something, but he didn't, and he's breaking down, and then you're breaking down because you're like, holy hell. Is there another one that you've got? Because I've got another one ready to go.
I've gotten close a lot.
That's what she said.
I'm going to go down the path of the first one I mentioned, which was I Am Legend, and the dog. So Marley and Me.
That was one where I wanted to cry, but I couldn't.
As a guy who had grown up with a lot of dogs, it hurts a lot to grow old with your dog and that dog dying.
I haven't seen it since we put my childhood dog down.
Yeah.
So who knows? I might be a hot mess.
But considering I've got a dog who's she's 14 years old now, so she's getting there, and I'm gonna have to watch that movie so I can cry twice as hard when it happens, and I don't want it to happen. Hey, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
If you really like us, give us a thumbs up. It'd be swell. And if you really like us, come on, subscribe, because it really helps us out.
If you don't subscribe, I'm going to crash this car right now.
For the love of God and my safety, please subscribe. Also, if you really like this car vlog, there's another one right here. But if you want to see the review for Free State of Jones, it's over there. So, you know, you have your choice. That way, that way, that way, that way. Pick. And subscribe before he crashes his car. I'm serious.